Hey there, everybody. Welcome back with the Purplatypus is the name. And today we are going over how the Scholar has changed from Octopath 1 to Octopath 2. And like with pretty much all the jobs, I like it. I think it's an overall big improvement. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to go look at the skills. Before that, let's go ahead and look at the character itself. Cyrus versus Osvald. So first we have two path actions, right? Scrutinize. I feel like that's pretty much the same exact thing as what Cyrus has. However, he could not mug people at night. You got to best them in battle, and then you get a steal from them. That's pretty cool. That's basically the inverse of what Throne has, because she steals, but at night she ambushes and knocks out. Study foe, pretty much exactly the same. It says subsequent encounters will reveal more weaknesses. I believe it means I thought it said if you reveal one in the first fight, and then it reveals 2, 3, or like 2, 3 until they're all discovered. But you have a latent power, which is obviously new to this game, but this is basically what the old ultimate ability was for the Scholar. Except it's not for 3 turns, but it's you cast a spell, you get to raise the potency, but instead of targeting many foes, it targets one foe. But so overall, almost the same character in a lot of ways. It is kind of nice to have that latent power, so you don't need to spend a turn using it. One cool thing about latent power is you activate it, so you don't need to use a turn setting it up first. Now, as far as for the skills themselves, you're going to notice that there is quite a bit different here. You're going to see that there is not the deal fire, ice, and lightning damage to all foes 2 times. They are gone, but they're not really gone. They look like they're gone, but they're not. So we have the same fireball, ice wind, and lightning bolt and analyze. These 4 abilities are all identical. I think this costs some more SP, which is actually quite a bit of a drain in the early game, but I'm sure it's fine later in the game. But what they added instead of adding, so they took away the ability to, the skills that deal damage to all enemies twice, and they actually added some very cool, interesting abilities. Like with a lot of abilities, they combine multiple into one. So right here, advanced magic. This is kind of his bread and butter. What this lets you do is boost the intensity of a single ally's spells. So if you read this initially, you might think boost potency or boost, raise your elemental attack. That's not what it does. What advanced magic does is it actually unlocks those other 3 abilities. It makes lightning bolt, ice wind, and fireball all deal damage twice instead to all foes. So it kind of unlocks the potential of it. But advanced magic also can be used on allies. Now, I'm not sure all of the spells that synergize with this, all of the situations where this is actually going to be insane. I just haven't experimented with it that much, but I do know if you use it on yourself, the fireball, ice wind, and lightning bolt all become unlocked, and then you could use it for several attacks to do that thing. So you do have to set up in this case, but I think it's worth it to have extra skill slots that are more interesting abilities combined with this being able to target allies. Now, what else do we get? Probably the one that I'm least excited about is the Stroke of Genius. Grant yourself 2 attribute raising effects at random. Effects will stack. So I don't really know what it means by effects will stack. If it does, I don't think it means you could roll physical attack multiple times and it'll keep giving you more and more physical attack. I assume this means that it will just it'll add to the duration of these. But still, this seems like fine. This seems like an ability that maybe you get it last. Because typically you want your scholars dealing damage and blowing shit up. But if you're going up against an enemy that has no weaknesses to the elements or whatever, and you have your other allies breaking them and setting up, this is a perfect ability for him to set up, get ready to be able to blow up the enemy when their shields are down, do most of the damage. But it's just like, it's not that exciting, but it's still kind of cool. My favorite ability, Elemental Barrage. This ability is just fucking Dragon Ball Z, man. It is insane. Is it actually good? I don't know, but fuck does it feel good. So you deal either fire, ice, or lightning. You don't choose. It's random elements to random foes 3 to 5 times. Boosting this increases the amount of times, +1 on both ends of the range. So it goes up to what? If you boost 4, it goes up to what, like 7 times, right? Because you do 3, and it goes 4, 5, 6. So it goes up to 6 because you can only boost up to 3 times. So it goes up to like 6 to 8, right? Something like that. Yes. And so you're just there. It feels, especially when there's one foe, it's so fucking cool. He just goes, he goes, ha, 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 just throwing. It's like that Dragon Ball Z moment where you see them and they're all just like throwing the energy beams and then they're just like, it just blows shit up. It's so fucking fun, so fucking cool. I love this ability. Might not be his strongest ability. It doesn't seem to actually synergize at all with advanced magic. I don't know why. Maybe it will, but it didn't seem to at that point. So I don't know what the ultimate ability is. I don't have perfect knowledge. This is still the demo. We'll find out on time. The X skills, this is not perfect. I will do updated, better videos when I have all the knowledge in the world, but we are not there yet. I apologize. Now, and the X skills are locked to Osvald himself, so this is not part of the Scholar anyway, but because he starts with the Scholar, I am kind of including all of his own stuff. Anyway, now, so as far as the support skill goes, let's take a look here. I'm going to scroll down here so I can make sure I don't forget what any of the Octopath ones are. Reduce the rate of random encounters. Reduce the rate of random encounters. Same ability. Stacking it multiple times does not matter. Same as before. Also here, the elemental augmentation. Raise the equipping character's elemental attack by 50. That is the same. No changes there. Now, extra experience. That's nice. Extra experience after battle. I don't know how much. It doesn't seem to. I'm surprised it doesn't tell you like 20%, 50%, 10%, 5. You know, just something. But this is taking the spot of preventing the party from being able to be surprised by foes. So this is probably an improvement, I would say. I like getting extra experience for my Scholar. That's awesome. Thank you very much. And then finally, Advanced Magic Master. So the old one was actually very weird for the Scholar. They would recover HP every turn. Now this makes it so when you use Advanced Magic on this character, you get more intense. You get an additional intense spell. So you could boost this to go up to 2, 3, 4. Or sorry, up to 3, 4, 5. But this will just go ahead and bump it up by 1 each time that you do that too, which is very good because the advanced magic seems incredibly powerful, which is good. So I just love overall this change in general. The combining, like instead of having 3 abilities, they pushed all these secondary abilities into 1 ability. So now we have advanced magic, which is actually these 3 abilities attacking twice in a row. Combined, now we have 2 more interesting, cool attacks. An extra additional attack for single target. And then we have Stroke of Genius, which is more of a setup move, but might be insanely good. I don't have it unlocked right now, but one thing I do want to try. I want to do just once, just for the show of it, to make this video a little bit longer. We're going to go ahead and kill one of these foes. Who's got the, we're going to kill... Well, you know what? Let's see which one of these dies first.
Try again. Thinking time.
I actually want to do it against the guy that's not broken. And then we're going to do 1 ultimate attack here. I do want to kill this guy first, though. This is going to be... I know I'm going a little bit slow, all right? I don't want to use the BP. I need it for the next turn. There we go. Okay. Yes, yes, you attack me all day. We're not trying to win. We are, just in a flashy way. Boost an intensity of allies' spells 2 times. Now what we could do, right, because we have the latent power to make things target once, and now this deals damage to all foes 2 times, you can make this deal damage to 1 foe 2 times. And he's not broken, so it's not going to be the highest damage, but it'll still be like an idea of like how all these abilities work together. Fuck yeah. And even though it looked like it targeted everybody, it wasn't. It was only going to target him. But yeah, some really cool potential here for sure, to do some insane damage. A lot of flexibility. You can attack all enemies with all these different kinds of elements. You can make it single target. You can do the barrage just to get some damage on everybody. You can instead be buffing allies, having some support skills. You can be analyzing for your allies. So a very surprisingly flexible character for being previously pretty much a 1-note character. They got a lot going on that I really enjoy. And otherwise, that is going to be it for this video. Much love. Purplatypus is Purplatypus. I will see you in the next one. You have a good life. Peace.